Hey, beautiful people. Hey, family. You see this? It says, "You are powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and brave." I had purchased this at a Dollar General. I'm sure, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollars in your area have them as well. But I like purchasing, you know, little journals like this. Um, it's good to have a journal to where you can write down your thoughts and feelings. But most importantly, you know, um, when it comes to those things that you are believing for, um, always set your attention before you start to write. And while you're writing, immediately operate in gratitude, okay? Always operate in gratitude and say, I am grateful for, not, I am grateful, I would like to have. So, no, 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 no. I am grateful for, okay? Because what you're doing, you're being present. You're being present. So that's what I'm trying to make. Speak like in the present as though that which you are believing for has already happened. But you can say something like, I am grateful for whatever that means to you. Write it down. Write down how it's making you feel. And, you know, write down, you know, the positive, outcome of having that which you desire. And just say, thank you so much, God, the universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. This makes me so happy. Date it on the top. And I always write on the top. I write I manifest on the top. But I always start off with gratitude. Okay, showing gratitude. And that's something that a lot of us don't do. We're always saying we won't. But we're never really operating gratitude. Okay, it's so easy to want something, but one must be in alignment, in a universal alignment by operating in gratitude. And let me say this also: it's not easy to manifest. Your vibration must be right because you must match that which you are believing for. Pretty much, you must be in a good mood. Okay, you must be in a positive state of mind. You can't be negative, thinking negative, hating, jealous. Oh, woe is me, victim mode, all low, low vibrational. You can't be like that, and you're trying to manifest something good and positive. Okay, you gotta raise your vibration also. So that's why it's taking longer for the things that many of you are believing for, because you're not in the right mindset. You're not in the right mindset, and your energy, your vibrationally, you're down here. Pick yourself up. Renew your mind and get your thoughts on, things that are honest, pure, and true. Think about your loved one, somebody that you love. Just get your mind on love. You need to raise your frequency, okay? And get that pen to a pad and get the writing, okay? So anyway, but that's why it's taking longer for many of you, okay? The frequency must be in alignment. All right, I'm through with that. I just wanted to share that because this is something that I had to learn in my awakening. Okay, out of my awakening, shall I say? Um, when I was thinking about that word, I want, I thought about my daughter. She's the queen I want. And if I could write a song, it would be I won't, cause I won't. Gimme, let me have, cause I won't, give it to me. I won't, give it to me now. That's my daughter. And I know maybe you're gonna say, well, you got it like that. You got it like that. Yeah, she is spoiled now. Um, I don't think it was so much of me. I think it was my mom, pretty much, But it takes a village. So you get what you get, okay? When you have children and you want the best for them, and every time they say they want something, you find yourself giving it to them, when you really don't want to, but you find yourself giving it to them. So, I'm trying to, I want to teach her the importance of, respect and know. I even, made a shirt called Respect and Know because it's so important, family, to respect and know. We have to respect people, you know, that they word. We have to respect their word. And for some people, no goes in one ear and out the other. They hears you and they hears not. Okay? They don't respect the no. That's why a lot of women are being sexually assaulted out here because nobody respects the no. Okay, they think it's a joke until they end up in behind bars. But anyway, it's a whole nother, you know, story right there. But and then people cross boundaries with people. They say no, and they don't respect it. It's just crazy out here. I mean, respect the no. And that even goes for our children. When we say no, we mean no. So I'm teaching my daughter this, because she's getting older. She got to realize in life, you can't have what you want, because I want. You can't have what you want. Life don't work that way, okay? For some people, they do get what they want, but by what means, okay? So I know I'm all about self-love and valuing self. So I'm trying to instill this in my, little queen, to teach her about how important it is to value yourself and love yourself. It's so important for us to speak to our children. Okay, I even spoke this to my son. He's 23 now. Though he was younger, I let him know the importance of respecting females out here. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay, no means no. I instilled this in him, and so far he's never had an issue at all. Okay, because he respects the feminine. He respects the woman, and I'm so grateful that he listened. That's the thing. A lot of people don't listen. They go one ear, not the other, because people have to get to that place of learning the lesson for themselves. And then some people, they hear you. Okay, they take heed to what you're saying. And that's my son. He's like that. He takes heed to what's being said to him, and he'll sit back, analyze it, and it has served him well. But many people, and it's okay. It's okay. You're going to have those who are going to have ears to hear and they're going to exercise what you're saying, for their highest good. And you have those that like, but they have to learn a lesson for themselves. Okay? And that's okay. And that's okay. I didn't get here overnight. I learned a lot of things and I'm still learning. I'm still learning on the spiritual path, and it has been a wonderful journey. I'm just getting to the point of I'm so grateful for such a time as this to be operating in my purpose. I love what I do. I love what I do. It doesn't even feel like work, and it comes to me easily, okay? And I take no credit for it. It's the gift of the Most High God, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. I love being of service to my brothers and sisters. I love when the Most High God put, me on somebody's mind. They want to bless me. They want to reach out to me, and as far as me offering, my service to them, and to help them on their spiritual path, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and it is work, but it don't feel like work. It does not feel like work, and your gift is something that comes natural to you. You don't have to go to school, okay, to learn it. It just comes natural to you. Many people, they're born to just paint. It comes naturally. They can look at a landscape and paint it. I would love to have that gift. My brother is very gifted when it comes to, arts. He can look at you and draw you. And I always was very envious of him coming up as a child because, you know, um, my gift back then, I used to love to sing, okay? I used to love to sing as a child. But my brother, I saw in him, he was an awesome artist. But I embrace him from as far as from the standpoint of his gift. okay? And I was still trying to figure out, well, what else that I can do, you know? But for many of you, it's not going to happen overnight. Many of you have gifts and talents you don't know nothing about. And maybe you're showing from them for whatever reason, okay? But if you really want to know what other gifts the Most High God has in you, okay, that for some reason you may be suppressing or you know nothing about, okay, go meditate, set your intentions, go meditate and ask the God of the universe, I want to know blah 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 blah. I want to know who I am. What do I bring to the table here just for such a time as this, okay, being on this earthly plane. And you would get those answers in ways you think not. You would get those answers, family. Because out of my awakening, I've always had like paranormal experiences coming up, you know, but I'm looking at somebody's dog, don't even have a leash on him, and he's just running. Hold on, oh my goodness. Let me see. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave that alone. But out of my spiritual awakening, my gift was like initiated. I mean, I don't want to say initiated, but you know, it's like out of my spiritual awakening, you know, it was a process, but it's like my gift came out of it. The things that I'm doing now, back then, 7 years ago, I didn't know that I would be able to do the things that I'm doing now. And back then, I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't have had the confidence to do what I'm doing now. Okay? Because it takes confidence and you must believe in yourself. Okay? And also trust your intuition. That is not you. It is the God that is within you that's doing the work. Okay? But still, it takes faith. It takes faith and believing in yourself. So with that being said, many of you have not only, gifts, but you have talents, but many of you, probably not fully operating in it because you don't believe in yourself. You probably feel like, well, I tried, but it may not go nowhere. You can't think like that. You have to just go forward. It's like jumping in the water. You can't say, well, I'm going to drown. You don't know if you're going to drown. Hell, you might go into survival mode and be swimming to hell. Well, be swimming like hell, and make it to the shore. But you don't know what you can do unless the opportunity presents itself to you, okay? You don't know where your gift is going to take you, the people you're going to meet, okay? It's for you to just be what God has called you to be, and trust the process. And it's not gonna always, for some people, it's not gonna always, start off in the way you want it to. Maybe there's a lesson along your path that you need to learn, okay? Before once I got really just take you to the next level. Cause you might can't handle the next level right now. Right now you might need to be, just operate in faith, doing what you love to do, your purpose, and be humble. Continue to be transparent, so people can get a feel for you, and they're not thinking that they're looking at someone that's wearing a mask. Because these celebrities wear a lot of masks, okay? They're good for that, okay? They're good for wearing the mask. And I could do a read on them, and I could just read them. So, I thank God for that gift. I can just read them, out of that smile and out of that bling, bling, bling. I can see past all of that, okay? And see what's really going on with the individual. And for many of them, they are very insecure. That's why many of them turns to, drugs and alcohol. They like to stay numb because many of them are dealing with their childhood wounds, okay? They have carried over into adulthood. You'd be surprised. And by them numbing themselves, it helps them to get on that stage to perform, okay? But anyway, it's a whole nother video. But let me say this real quick. When I in the early stages of me starting my channel, right? I was to the point where I was worrying about the view count. I was worrying about, oh, I'm not getting a lot of likes. I was caught up in all of that. And, that's natural for anyone to, when they start their channel, that's natural for anyone, to feel some type of way. But do people like me? Are they feeling me? Do they understand me? You're looking outside yourself, you want to be validated. That used to be me in the beginning. In the beginning. My truth in the beginning. Worrying about what people think. So you're looking at the view count, you're looking at, the likes, and hoping that the view count will go up, hoping that your subscriber count will go up, and all of that foolishness. And I could say that now because I didn't know then what I know now. But out of my awakening, my higher self that I am in tune with, okay, let me know. Because who the Most High God loves, He corrects. Let me just tell you that. And when we are in error, if you have a conscience about you, which we all have, you're going to feel corrected, okay? Something inside of me was correcting me, which I acknowledge is my higher self. It was like, correct. It ain't all about the numbers. It's not about the view count. It's not about the likes. Because all of that is an illusion, okay? Just because a person hit like, it doesn't mean that they're with you. Just because your view count go up, it doesn't mean these people are with you. People are going to watch for many, many reasons. It is for you to do what you know is right, to be true to thyself, and operate in your purpose. Because you are here, you're not here for the view counts, for the likes, okay? You have a greater purpose. So I had to learn to, this helped me to humble myself more. And my higher self let me know, it's about you speaking your truth, your testimony, and just continue to be a light, okay? Continue to be a light, because there are many people who are walking around in limbo. What I mean by that, they haven't found themselves yet, they don't know who they are. And you continue to share your truth and your testimony by being transparent. Don't worry about what they think about you. What's going to matter is what they get out of it, okay? Especially if they choose to receive what you have to say. That's what matters. It's what they get out of it. It's not about you worrying about what they think about you in the view count, in the likes, okay? That's irrelevant. You get caught up in the gain the whole world and lose your soul. You get so caught up in looking outside of yourself to where you're not seeing the big picture. You get to where, you get to where, when it comes to the assignment, you lose sight of the bigger picture. Okay, it's about the assignment. It's not about you. And when I got the revelation, I was like, wow. That is so true. Sometimes you need for people to tell you that, and people will tell you. I always say you can say things to people, but it's how you say it. A lot of people, come from a place. It's not. They don't come from a place of love. They're from some type of way, and they won't let you have it, and it's very negative the way they let you have it. They won't try to correct you with love, okay? But everything's about tone. Tone is energy. Like we talking about vibration. So, you can correct your brothers and sisters with love. It doesn't have to be so negative. Because people, they're not going to hear you. They're going to feel some type of way when you're coming out very negative. And I'm an empath, so I'm definitely very sensitive when it comes to energy. And even if that person means well, if what they're writing is very, to me, low vibration or negative, I won't even read it. So it's like a waste of time. And people, I do respect their opinions. Everybody have a right to their opinions. But it's not really so much what you say, but it's how you say it. Okay? So all it is, I love people from where they are, but it also teaches me how I interact with people. Because everything's about energy, okay? And what you put out there, don't get mad when it come back to you and the way you put it out there, Okay, so we all have to be mindful of the energy. Okay, energy is very important. That's why I'm always talking about love, being in my heart space, because I love this energy. It feels good. When it comes to love, love is not stagnation. Love feels good. Love make you feel protected. Love, the feeling of love make you feel happy and full of joy and appreciated. But with that being said, getting back to what I was saying earlier, one must validate themselves. One must validate themselves and stop looking for people to validate you. When you're doing what you know is right and you operating in your purpose, your truth, can't nobody take that from you because it is yours. But one must be very humble and stop worrying about what people think. Because if you let it get inside of you what people think about you, it's going to affect you. And at the end of the day, it's who you say you are, not who people say you are. Yeah, people, they're going to have an opinion. But I always say it is God who qualifies. That's the highest authority. It is God who qualifies, not man. And you will see this in your life being revealed to you when the Most High God is pleased in your life. You will see it and you would know. You would know. You would know. In the early stages of growing up, I used to be envious of people who, and this before I came to my spiritual awakening. I was probably like my 20s, coming up. Don't get me wrong, I had a wonderful childhood. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I was able to be a child, okay? I had a backyard, lived in the house, and I was catered to, so I was spoiled. And I was also dealing with abandonment issues because I had a father, but he wasn't really there and he wasn't in the household. So that can affect you, and that's something that I had to heal from, growing up, because that can affect you in your adulthood. That's an emotional baggage that you carry in your adulthood. That's why it's good to do the work. It's good to do the work, put the work in to heal so you can be whole. Anyway, that's my truth. But, so I know what it's like to live in a house, okay? I just thank God I had shelter over my head, period. But anyway, but still coming up, like in my early 20s, I used to look at people who had nice cars and nice homes. And I'm not talking about the mansions and all of that. I'm just talking about like nice homes that I would love to have, like dream homes that I visualize and, having someday. And out of my spiritual awakening, the divine that is within me, God, was speaking to my spirit. And I had this revelation. Stop worrying about your neighbors. Stop worrying about others. Focus on yourself. What's for you is for you. Being envious and jealousy, that's very low vibrational anyway. And at the end of the day, nothing here is we own. We don't own anything here. And I learned this out of my awakening. We don't own anything, okay? But the power that be will have us thinking that that beautiful house, you pay it off. And that's one of the reasons what I got Facebook, because a lot of people were like, oh, I got this, I got that. And it's not so much of them saying I got, they would always want to, be seen in front of their fancy cars, be seen in front of their homes. And these are people who normally really never had it, because they lived in apartments, they never had a house. So, You know, if you go from a place of here to here, you know, you want to show it off, okay? And I ain't judging nobody. I'm trying to, it's a lesson that I'm trying to, it's a message that I'm trying to speak of, okay? As far as a lesson that came out of it that I had to learn, you know, the divine within me, my higher self let me know that it's not about all of that. There's nothing wrong with having things, but don't get caught up in possessions, okay? Because it's matter and it can weigh us down to where we value it more than the spirit. Many people, like myself, before I got to this place, I was caught up in, I wanted to have, you know, that dream house. Now I'm trying to change the mindset that I had back then. I wanted to have that dream house. I wanted to have that dream car, and also I wanted to be the one that's taking pictures in front of my dream ride, in front of my home. I mean, it's the mindset that I have. So that let you know how crazy, you know, programming is, brainwashing is, growing up, looking outside of yourself, looking at other people. It's crazy because it can really affect you, and you'll be surprised because you'll find yourself doing the same thing that you say that you loathe. You'll find yourself doing the same thing. It's like people who want to be like these rappers because they see the bling, 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 the flashy cars and all these women's around. You know, it's programming. You find yourself wanting that, and they're not happy because they're controlled like puppets. But anyway, but that house, you pay it off, and if you don't pay the taxes on it, you will be taxed on that house as long as you have it. Isn't that crazy? So you still paying on it, even though you might say, "Well, I don't have no house payment," but you're paying taxes on it. The house is yours, right? Well, yeah, if it's yours, why you gotta pay taxes on it? So it's not really yours. In a way, you're still borrowing it, the land, just to be on just to be on that property. You're still borrowing because it's not really yours. You have to pay taxes on that land, on that house that sits on that land. That car that you're driving, that expensive car, once you pay it off, you got to pay taxes on it. Hell, you got to pay taxes on that car while you're making car payments. And then after you're through making the car payments, you're still paying taxes on it. My car, my car, my car. Yeah, you driving, it's your car. But is it? Stop making the payments, paying the taxes on it. You won't be able to drive it because you won't get a sticker for it, for your tag. That car's going to sit until you play the game and give Pharaoh his money, the tax man his money. That car's going to sit. You stop paying the taxes on that house that's paid off, you're going to get a letter in the mail. Before you know it, that money keep adding up. Well, you know the drill. Like people love to say, my this, my that. Nothing here is ours. We're here enjoying these things, okay, and showing gratitude, excuse me, to the God of the universe to enjoy these things while we're here. That's the mindset that I have now. I didn't have that mindset then. I don't say my this, my that. I just say thank you, God, for this car to be able to enjoy it. Thank you, Most High God, for this home to have shelter over my head. Thank you for these clothes on my back to be able to clothe me, keep me warm. That mindset that I used to have, I don't have that mindset no more. 'Cause I know at the end of the day, nothing is ours. We shouldn't even have to pay for water. We shouldn't have to pay for anything that grows from the earth, fruit and vegetables. because it's not theirs. But the power that be is capitalizing on everything. Want people to pay for everything. The bragging about I got this and I got that. I don't talk like that no more. I used to. Not that severe because I never owned a home before, but my grandmother's home was paid off. Okay, and eventually we sold the home, and you know what? It bothered me so bad because I lived in that house since I was 5 years old. Okay, and when my grandmother passed, my uncle decided to go ahead on this. Well, it was my uncle and my mom's name, but he decided to go ahead on and sell the home, and I didn't want them to, but my name was not on it. But the point I'm trying to make is, you know, it bothered me so bad that the house was sold, and I prayed about it, and I got to that place of seeing it for what it was. Correct? You need to release that because that's something that you're holding on to. It's something that you're holding on to. And then I thought about the bigger picture. I'm like, yeah, that's right because, you know, at the end of the day, the ultimate home is this. Okay? Because this is our container. This is not the real us. Okay? But we need this container to operate in this 3D realm. And where the heart is, that's your home. Who's around you? Where you live? Do you live by yourself? Well, that's okay. You're home. You have me, myself, and I, and God that's within you will never leave you nor forsake you. God is with you. His rod and his staff are with you. His benevolent angels are with you. So you're never really, really alone. And that's home. You have me, myself, and I. You're always going to have me, myself, and I. You came in this world with self, and you're going to leave out. You're going to leave out. The money's going to stay here. That house is going to stay here. That car is going to stay here. Because, see, all of that is matter. Okay? And even though I felt some type of way about the house, I was able to get past it and to release because that's matter. There are other houses out here. Okay? And it's not good to hold on to things because as you see, it can affect us. And a part of this awakening, we need to get to that point of, not holding on to matter. Okay? Get over that. I got this and I got that. Just enjoy these things. Enjoy it and thank God for it. For the experiences of having these things and release and let it go. But it's going to be hard for many people to let it go. Because it was hard for me, because I have a lot of childhood, memories about that house. But it's okay. The memories are still here. I don't have to still be in that house just to feel some type of way. The memories are still here. And I'm at home. I'm at home. And I'm no longer holding on to wanting something that was never mine in the first place. My ride out there, I say, yeah, it's my SUV, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not caught up in, I got this, I got that. I don't talk like that no more. But many people, in due time, will get to that place of having this revelation, and they will stop that kind of talking because at the end of the day, nothing is ours. Okay, we're just here enjoying these things, having an experience, and I think the Most High God for these experiences. Okay, because it wakes you up. Okay, it wakes you up and allow you to see the bigger picture. Okay, I love you, family. I just wanted to come on here and let me know I'm doing just fine. I pray that many of you are doing just fine. And whatever, it is that you really, really want to do, just do it. Just do it. whatever gifts and talents that you have, operate operate in it, especially if it's your passion. Okay? Anything that you're doing from the heart is part of your purpose anyway. Okay? Remember that. And that's something can nobody take from you. Do it with love and with the intention that you want to put a smile on somebody's face. And allowing the God that's within you to shine and to be a blessing to others. Peace and love to you all. I pray that I give many something to think about. I'm in this with you. I'm not ahead of you. All of this is a process, but we shall overcome. Okay? If you want to. If you want to. You have to want to. Okay? In this life, for me, I'm trying to, learn the karmic lessons, getting off that merry-go-round as far as going in circles, because it's not going to serve me, and it's not going to serve many of you, but you have to learn the lesson. And when many of you start to learn the lesson, especially when it comes to these so-called relationships that are dead end, that's not serving you, and realize your value and your worth, you will get off that merry-go-round and start looking yourself in the mirror, speaking life over yourself, and valuing yourself, and knowing that you deserve so much more than what you've been getting. Peace and love to you, and bye for now. Get you a journal. Many of you are meant to write a book. Get you a journal, start writing. Okay, you'd be surprised how many of those desires that you've been believing for, how they will start to manifest. When you look back on them, like 30 days later, 90 days later, you're like, oh my God, they did come to pass. It blows your mind because you've been and forgot all about it. And that's what it's all about. Setting your intentions, write it down, make it plain, and just leave it there. And keep moving forward. And then maybe look back on it 6 months from now or a year from now and just look and be amazed. Peace.